I'm on the top of my favourite mountain. That wasn't the plan, but look at it. So you'll hear at the beginning of the film all my ideas, but every single junction pulled me in this direction, and I stayed up the top. Glorious day, bit foggy morning, so come and see what I got up to. Well, as you can see, I'm at Glenridding, and I'm heading up for the snow. I may go to Whiteside, but if it's looking good, I may head up, do Striding Edge, and then see where I want to go along the tops. So I'm very flexible today. We'll see how we get on. I'm only here for a winter camp, really, but unfortunately the edges always draw me in, so we'll see whether we get to do it or not. I've got the crampons, I've got a helmet, I've got an ice axe, but I may just head up somewhere more snowy, we'll see. So I'm going to go towards Whiteside, then probably, unless I really fall in love with a pitch straight away, then I'll go across onto Helvellyn, see if there's anything there. I mean, I've wanted to pitch on Dollywagon or Nevermost for ages, so I might do that. Just a bit of white showing up in the background. There's plenty up there, but boy is it warm. I was tempted when I drove up the M6 to pull off into Shap and go to Riggindale, because it's really cold there normally, and it does look like the snow's over there. There's High Street in the background, and Ramskill Head, where I camped last time, the film's wild inversion, and it's a really good place to camp if you want to do a wild camp that's pretty accessible from the car. You just park at Hartsop, and I don't know, an hour and a half to Ramskill Head, something like that. Lovely, really good. If you want a high place with views, that's a good one, looking out over High Street. I'm on plan D. Did we get to D or E? Anyway, that film, that's from when I went up Catsticam Gully with Nathan. I didn't go up that path. I turned left because I might, if it's not too windy, camp on Catsticam. If you go to the petrol station at Reghead on the A66 by Penrith, make sure you pick up a little pie, because these are brilliant. I was going to get a Scotch egg. They do the fantastic Scotch eggs, are all different shapes and sizes and flavours, but they do these pies. This is game and berries. Cranberries, is it? Oh no. Oh. Well, as I got further up the path, I could see that it was the north and east faces that had all the snow. The actual top of Catsticam is not particularly covered. So I'm not going to camp up there. There's Helvellyn. Go a bit nearer the tarn, have a look at it, and then after a quick sit down, see what I want to do. I could camp down at the tarn, I never do that. If it looks pretty, I could do that, and then just do the edge in the morning. I said to myself, really, do you want to go to Helvellyn again today, when I decided not to do Blencathra? But how can you ever walk up here in the winter and not think you're glad to be here? It's just stunning. It really is. So I've decided to get Swivel Edge because it won't take me so long, because I don't know where I'm pitching yet. So I'm going to get up Swivel Edge onto the top and then decide whether I'm going over to sort of Sticks past Whiteside or along there. It depends on the wind. I'm going to check the wind. I've got the manometer. So I don't want to pitch up if it's too windy. But yeah, so we'll get up. We'll get onto Swivel. Do a bit of film there in a minute. I don't think I want to camp down here, although it is beautiful. Anyway, let's get going. It's just, it's got to be one of the most beautiful places in England once you're up here in the snow. Tempted to stop here, but I need to push on so I can get more views even. Doing this with a winter pack, I'm not quite up to speed with this fitness. Ooh, so I'm taking my time. I'm not going to put the crampons on until I get to the bottom of the edge, because there's quite a bit of grip on this snow. It's quite soft. Whew. Look at that. Getting quiet now. There's a couple just reaching the top, and there's a pair of girls behind me that are just turning around, and that's it. There's no one else here. Saw a few people walking off the Whiteside over the other side there, but I think they've gone down Thelmere. So I'll let's get up the ridge. Let's have a look at that. I'll tell you what, carrying this winter bag up Swivel Edge, it makes it much more of a climb than normal. Normally I get up here in a few minutes, but I'm pacing it, and actually it's made it sort of almost more like a climb. I mean, it's not particularly technical, is it? Swivel Edge. It's very steppy, lots of handholds, but with the winter bag, nearly there. Oh, a couple of steps climbed. Just got this little bit of rock and then the slope to the top. Well, we're here, look. Clouds come in a bit. Ooh, I'm bushed, but that was fun. It was interesting doing with a heavy pack because it changed it from a quick scramble up to a sort of slow, interesting climb. So come up here, see if there's anyone about with a tent tonight. Mind you, it's only about, I don't know, I'm guessing it's about 3:30. Striding edge. Little bit of cloud around. Oh, I'm bushed, I tell you. I'll be glad to have a sit down. Well, apart from this couple over here, I've got it to myself. So there's the squirrel edge, just come up. Red time. Clouds coming and going. So there's a steady breeze, but it's not too bad. So I could camp up here. Just met a lovely couple doing a bit of mountain tourism, but I forgot to ask your name, so if you watch me film, hello. And yeah, it was lovely up here, wasn't it? I'm just heading down to my my tent area. I'm going to pitch here where it's flat, but I'm losing the snow a bit, which is a bit of a shame, but still beautiful. And I've got a wonderful view. I'm going to have a wonderful view across to Striding Edge, but I've also got a wonderful view of St Sunday Crag, and it's got a very unique look to it. St Sunday Crag, it's yeah, it's lovely. Fairfield just about got the snow on it, and yeah, over Dollywagon's got a bit of cloud. Did I say snow or cloud? I meant cloud. Anyway, let's get sorted and pitch the tent and relax for a minute, because I'm cream crackered. What a beautiful view. Wow. Can you hear the silence? I climbed up this gully in the winter years ago. It was full up with snow and everything, proper banked up at the top. Looks quite spicy now, doesn't it? I was a little bit worried on the way up because it was so warm, and some of the stuff's obviously melted a lot compared to, say, 2 days ago, but this is lovely. So anyway, I did say I was going to get onto pitching the tent. I'm just having a look over here because I think I've spotted a pitch. Let's have a look. That's typical, isn't it? The weather's come in, but there's me pitch. It's Don't she look lovely? It's quite a bit more stealth in the snow, the tent. It stands out a bit during the summer, being so light. Well, just a little bit. Not as much as a red or a yellow, but but it blends in a fair bit. It's roughly flat, so should be fine. Great view when there is one, because I'm basically facing the bad step at the end of Striding Edge, so that's just there, and I can see over, just about see the edge of the tarn, so it's a lovely view when you can see it. All guide up. There's only forecast up to 10-mile-an-hour gusts tonight, so it should be nice and easy. I was worried about if I come up here if it was too windy, but it should be alright tonight. Mostly double pegged it. It's not brilliant ground here, it's a little bit hit and miss, but quite a sturdy little tent is. I have either a small bottle of wine, sometimes a bit of whiskey. Don't drink much. No point putting in the comments I shouldn't be drunk on a mountain. I don't drink that much. It's just something nice to sip at in the evening. But I forgot to buy it on the way. So I've only got coffee, 2 different types of coffee. That's all I've got to drink. So got plenty of water. So there you go. If you're liking your tea or coffee pretty sweet, or you don't mind it, this is a handy way of doing milk. Condensed milk in a tube. It don't go off. So you just put a squirt of this. It is very sweet though. That's my top tip for today. What should we do now? Because the really lovely thing about wild camping is just sitting and staring, soaking it all up. Mind you, I mean, it's very atmospheric. Oh, my back. It's very atmospheric up here, so it's not horrible or boring or anything like that. Just obviously would have been lovely with the view. So it's cooled down quite a bit, but there's virtually no wind at all, so it's easy to keep warm. I've got my down jacket in there, which I will put on because it'll be nice and cosy. I'm not particularly cold at the moment. I've just got slightly damp fingers. I'm leaving these on. I want to dry them off. I'm going to walk up to the summit again. Let's have a look. When I'm doing a winter wild camp, I wear different boots because I've got Sailorwood Crows, which I use all year, including winter days, because they're just such a good versatile boot. They're a bit like a light version of Scarpa Manta, but I find them so comfortable, and they've been really good on everything. They're good for scrambling, they're good just hiking around because they're not too heavy. But for the winter I've got these, the Mammoth ones, but they're quite thermally insulated. They're thicker. They're a bit of a heavier boot, which is why I don't wear them too much for day things, but for sitting around they're better for me because they're insulated. I don't tend to bring like hut slippers or down socks or anything like that in my wild camps. I just have my socks on, so I leave my boots on until I'm going to get in the bag most of the time. So it's nice to have something that's not too cold, because boots get cold quick in the winter if you're not walking because of the damp. Whew. It's definitely temperature's dropped. not often you get Helvellyn to yourself. There's no one else camping up here that I know about. I mean, I can't see now, but I've not heard anyone, and I've walked up and down. I think we've got about an hour before it starts getting dark. But yeah. Super duper. Oh, can't believe I forgot the wine. Oh. This weather, for me, this weather's almost perfect. If there was a few shafts of light, it'd make it probably perfect. I don't mind cloud. I like it, the atmosphere. It'd be just nice to see a few glimpses of views. So I'll just pop up towards the trig and then we'll walk back to the tent. Not heard any voices or anything, so I imagine there's no one around, no latecomers. This is a Tuesday, so it's obviously more quiet than normal. So you can see how if you're not used to this sort of thing, especially just a bit more fog or some snow in it, it can be very disorientating, and also you can't see the edges until you get to them, although they're good for navigation. If you can keep the edge in sight, you can handrail it and know where you're going. Like last year we came up Striding Edge and went round to Whiteside, and that's what we did there. We didn't need to get the compass and that out because we just kept the edge in sight and followed it round. Oh look, there's the break in the sky. Doesn't that look lovely? Yeah. The winter colour. I'm sure you don't get that aquary. I don't know what's showing on the camera, but there's like a light aquary blue, which I know is like a winter sky. I wonder why the sky is slightly different in the winter, whether it's ice or what. But different refraction. Because the blue in the sky is because the blue light waves are they longer? Yeah, they're longer, so they scatter more, which is why the sky is blue, because more of the blue light refracts in every direction than the other colours. So I'm imagining if it's cold, maybe that affects the colour of the sky. I'm guessing. Comments if you know. Oh look at that. Ah, you can see down to Nethermost and Dollywagon now, and you can just see Striding Edge, and you can just see Gatsy Cam, Knowleswater. What a beautiful. Oh, gonna trot off through this magical winter wonderland back to the tent. Woohoo! My tent just there. Woohoo! There she goes. Now you can see the view from the tent. So I hope you enjoyed that drone footage. It was a bit sketchy because every time the cloud come in, the drone didn't work properly. Wanted to land all the time. But nice bit of evening light with the moody clouds and snow and all that. I got freezing doing that, standing still with my gloves off and that, so I've got me down jacket on now under here, and I'm going to cook some dinner. Now I was going to have fillet steak and noodles again, but I found in my cupboard one of the something to eat curries, so I thought I'd just do that, keep it easy. We've got a little bit of an inversion going on here. Look, clouds just down there now. It's a bit darker than what it looks on the screen. Just a really light breeze, 1 or 2 miles an hour. Fantastic for the cold, because you get a 10-20 mile an hour wind when it's freezing, and you've really got to work hard to make sure you're warm. Not yet. Got me curry, got me coffee. Not really going to see anything more today. I mean, I can still see the hills here. I don't think you can, but it's nearly dark. The good thing is I can see up, so I'm hoping to get a few star shots tonight, but we'll see. They'll be coming up shortly. But yeah, get myself cozy first for a while. Well, because I can, I'm going to go up to the summit again, or towards that way, just have a look around, make sure there's no one about. Gonna go and have a look. Well, I had a lovely walk round, took some pictures. The trouble is I haven't really got the equipment to take decent star pictures. I've put a couple up, but yeah, the sky is just amazing. There's a weird streak in the sky. I'll put that up now. Oh, there's this clear sky over there apart from that streak. Anyway, so now it is definitely time to go and get cozy in the tent, because there's not much else I can do. I've done a couple of miles walking since I pitched the tent. I've been up to the summit twice and walked along the edges there, looking down, see if there's any lights at the time, but there's not. So I'm the only one out. Right, after a lot of faffing about, I'm going to go to sleep. So we'll see what the morning brings. Not sure which way to go down yet. Whew, nothing like a good coffee in the morning. I just realised I'm quite a lot simoned this morning. These trousers with leggings, they're just amazing for the winter. A really good gaiter in them, and they're nice and comfy. And this down jacket it's done me really well for my cold wild camps. I can get my hard shell over it quite easily, but days like today with no wind, this is perfect. Woo! Packed up, leave nothing but footprints. So I've got the crampons on, probably don't need them this morning, but it is pretty crusty, so just up to the summit and past, over Sticks Pass, I'll probably be worth having them, but after that probably not. It was mostly for the edge, but I'll put them on this morning because I've carried them, and yeah, let's go. Bag's a bit lighter this morning because I'm 2 litres of water lighter, but it's still more than I normally carry, but mostly downhill, so it's all good. Just got to get out to the summit. That way. All I'm going to do, I've got enough visibility, I don't need to get the compass out. Just keep an eye on the edge here, and that's it. But it's lovely, it's good fun. Different conditions on a mountain is what makes a mountain extremely repeatable. One reason I love coming back, particularly in the winter, is because every time you come it's slightly different, and also, you know, you might have to test your navigation a bit more, which quite often during the year, especially places like this, the paths are really obvious if there's no snow over them. Anyway, let's get onto it. There's my path back, so I'm going to head over here, down across there, and then down the zigzags back onto the mine path. Can't see Cam just out of sight. Where I said it gets thinner just as you go down here. You see the top of the 2 parallel gullies there, and the easy gully on the right. Fantastic routes. Really good. So it's cleared down here. It's looking spectacular. Catchy cam up to Swirl Edge there on the skyline. It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, so when you come off the top, you've got to go a fair way past this end of Blencathra Crags there. You've got to come over that first lump, and then it's thinner down. So I'm going to go over and just have a look at it, because that'd be a route I've not done. Also cut the corner a bit, but that's not really a problem. It don't take long to get up here. But I'm going to go and just have a look down from the pass, see how easy it is. There's cairns here, so I'll take it there is a path, because otherwise you'd never walk past the dam. I want to walk down past the dam. Anyway, well, I did it. I took the path. Well, I think the path's just here, but I'm going down this nice clean line of snow. It's just firm enough to get good foot placements, and I don't feel particularly unsafe like for a slide or anything, so I'm just taking my time. I've only got like 50 meters down there and I'll be walking. Just deep plunges, pretty good. So let's get down there. I'm going backwards for a bit, see if that's any easier. Well, I got on some easy, safe-ish ground, and for the first time in about, I don't know how many years, I'm doing some bum slides. Oh yeah, we're going down nice. Whew. Whew. Well, that made light work of that bottom water. Now I've come down there. I went all the way down to the bottom of the snow line. The longest walk I've done without checking and doing a short clip. Put my bag down to have a sit down, and my camera wasn't there. So I've had to trek all the way back up here onto where I did my slide, and I will go all the way back down there again. You know, when you convince yourself it's all downhill, and then you've got to go back and get your camera. But you know what? Now I'm here. It's all good. At least I found it. Took me a lot of years to get into this valley. I actually really love it. Brown Cove. It's weird, this is Brown Cove, and Blencathra Crags is the other side, if I'm right. I know you got the other cove here. I'll put the name up because it escapes my mind. And then you got the old dam and the Miners Road down there. But catch the cam. It's always a sort of last mountain on the list when you're up on like HELVELLYN and that, but it's a lovely mountain. Right, let's get down. So I'm at the dam, just going to have my final little drink and head down. So I'm going to leave you here. I'm just going down this path. I'm a bit short on battery power, so I'm going to go. Hope you've enjoyed it. I think it's been epic. Well worth it, really enjoyed it. Catch you soon.